out of the tournament. Sentinels have defeated them 13-5 on Haven. We'll get you guys more results as they begin to flood on in, but Hayes right through the smoke is going to lock that headshot there against Marv. Locking down this C site there, giving him that first blood. Hayes does it again. The madman, it's like he has x-ray vision through there, can see right through the smoke. And for some reason, FaZe just kept on going in there. Zachary pops that res onto Marv just to try and bring them back into a fighting posture. As Def is going to go inside of sight. But right behind him is going to be Sub Rosa playing that cheeky angle, looking for another one. Locks the headshot against Sam this time around. Maybe he can get one more, but Marv is going to end that right in his tracks. That they're coming back from the dead. That is now just going to leave only one player left alive. Wardell killed by Marv again. Look at the value that this one guy was able to bring to the table after being revived by the Sage. It is Drone alone. Not a lot of options to work around with here. One and long, one hanging out in the back by the double stacks. It's going to be a challenge for him, but Drone can certainly do it. Gets one, gets two, and Drone with 2 headshots, the madman, and he will get the defuse and the round win, putting TSM on the board. No idea that Drone is on the other side of that wall. A lot of shots are going out there, though. Drone is going to find one. That's one. Looking for a second one. Is he trying to get away? But he can't do it, and that is Drone with 2 kills. Zachary forced to use that res, but just as all that happens, Zachary gets on top of the wall, and Drone gets 3. This high-impact Phoenix player here just doing everything he can. One more to the ace. Drone with 4. And that last player is going to be by that A site, all these areas. And right back again, Gaskin, Drone, hanging out, and Sam is going to be able to end his reign of terror. They can plant on this A site here.
I always hope for the possibility of a 6K, because obviously with Resurrections, it does happen as Corey doesn't quite get the spray down. Sabrosa gets him through the wall. And now it's just going to be the lone Sam as Sova. He's going to take a defensive angle, goes for a wide peek, but Sabrosa is wise to it. And that's going to be the defuse. That's going to be the second round on the board then for TSM. Resurrection as well, just to keep the economy nice and healthy. Love to see that. Always a different way of using the res. It was sad to see them go after such an impressive display. But alas, we have to move on and we have to find a champion. Great opening pick from Drone onto Sam though. Sam's trying to get aggressive, but it hasn't worked out. Everyone else is going to be heading towards this C site, but there's Cypher traps aplenty. Orbital strike is available as well. That comes down. Marv manages to catch Hazed into it. Molotov will come out. Coulter manages to pick up the one onto Marv, but there is just trades galore right now. But the op is still there. Can he do any damage with it though?
Yeah, well, while all that went down, the last player to stay alive, it's Def. He's going to use the intel, trying to bait that plant there, and he pokes on through with the classic, but Wardell is going to hold on strong.
The lone Phoenix has to manage to win the opening engagement, otherwise this is all going to be over. We're going to be ending the half at 6-6 GB.
And a rocket start for FaZe Clan here, Wardell. Oh, Corey! But here comes the orbital strike now, and Corey down to 6 HP, doesn't have much of a hope here. He has to make a play right now, has no time to do it, and because of that reason, Sabrosa is going to get the easy pickings. It's push-ups, and that will be the half. TSM have been able to come back into this one. Looking at the track record here, side with the classic. If anyone has to commit to the site, Psalm is going to get the intel. They should be able to prompt the Brimstone to rotate. They're going to chop off one side of it, and there goes the arrow, and should give intel, but it has been destroyed instantly. Corey, an immediate kill there as Corey gets 2. Oh my goodness, Corey with 3. Finally, Corey is killed by Drone. He wasn't having any of those shenanigans. They did get that plant down, and Drone up on top. Good try, Zachary, but you're gonna have to give that one another go again. 2 more players are gonna be around the corner here. Drone looking for the shot, gets himself 3 again. How is he able to do this? Only 1 person left alive now, and this is absurd. How Drone, it looked like it was going to be Corey and then Drone, and it's just the Phoenixes are just being impact players. Only 1 still remaining though. Spike still out, and there's no way that Def is going to be able to get this one. And despite the Herculean effort, now it's Wardell and Sabrosa rotating over to the A side. and give Def all the intelligence he needs. Spike is going to go down. This is going to be the retake. Let's see how TSM managed to hold this one down.
Does get caught by the spike cam. Always a little bit annoying, but he doesn't have to worry about it. He is just watching just in case anyone was going to be boosting over the wall. Jet's one of the best. He gets two. Wardell tries to make it three, but Sam sprays him through the box.
Just had to witness that plant go down. Smoke is played right in front. Wardell. And wisely enough, they actually are just going to drop that Molotov. So Wardell hanging out outside. You can get any kind of angle, but there's just so much smoke going on there. But Wardell still gets a kill through the plethora of smokes. And then it is just Drone with 3 to wrap up that round, giving them 9-7. All action. Lots of games have been going on today off broadcast, and we gave you guys a few of those updates. We'll touch on that in a little bit. You mentioned, again, the reason why Psalm has been struggling a little bit, Gaskin. I think it's just because B has been focused so much by TSM. It's like they have isolated him, and there really hasn't been much he could do. Also, you know, Wardell things. So he just shoots him right around the corner like that.
But also as a Sova, sometimes it's your job to be like kind of first response as soon as there's any sort of entry onto a site, because you have the ability to get your drone out or shoot a dart out to get any sort of information when those smokes are down. It's your job to then push through those smokes and go for the kills because you know where those players are. Yes, okay, you're going to give information to your team as well, but you're usually in a position to try and do something. And unfortunately, he hasn't been able to gain the information that usually you would be able to do as a Sova. And that's going to be a no-scope from Wardell as well. This man does not care. He'll be able to do anything. That's going to be 3. Not going to do 4.
No. I'm not ready for this. Don't do this, Wardell. He held him back, bro. He was going to go for the defuse, but now he had to play back. And Wardell, no, it's Zachary. He gets the clutch. Oh my goodness, that was squeaky bum time. 150% there, Gaskin.
Corey could be behind enemy lines at this point, but there are players on both sides. He does find one on to cut. Look, so the trade comes through, but maybe the damage already done. 3 versus 4. Drone moves around, but he can't quite get Def. Def is hitting shots today. Absolutely massive yet again.
Where is everyone hiding?
Oh, I like this play. I like this play. Oh,
No.
I like that play, baby. That was it right there. Uses the Cypher ult to get the intel, and at all costs, he was able to hide inside of that cage, wait it out, get the kill, spikes down in front. Wardell cannot invest this into it. There's no reason for him to do so. He's going to...
Is anyone going to peek this box? They know someone's going to be on that left-hand side as well. The wall is a little bit of a giveaway here, Golden Boy.
Well, but I know that there could be some criticism for using the wall like that, but I think it's actually pretty smart, at the very least, from Zachary to give himself like a fighting chance on that. A lot of people always use that wall just to hold people off. While all that was going on, though, it really was all for naught because TSM have been able to get inside of C. Wall place at garage is going to give them some comfort for a moment there, unless anyone decides to try and shoot that thing down. Some shots are currently coming out. Def is going to be hanging out on the back side, gets flashed to hold this one back. Def has been surgical with this one. Drone luckily there to stop him, and TSM now sitting at match point, folks, in game number 1. Can FaZe Clan bring it back?
Every time TSM have been able to get an opener and get onto a site, it's been near impossible for FaZe to do anything about that. The executions from TSM have been perfect, and there's the opening pick from Def. Can he get a second? No, he can't, but Sam's there to cover at least, and that is going to be 2 down for TSM, and I think you might be right, GB. I think there is still more life in this game just yet.
These are some of the best players in Valorant right now. You cannot count them out, no matter who is at the other side of the ball. Drone, though, saw that flash coming in, was able to react accordingly, and the player on the opposite side is actually going to have to prompt himself to move away. Wardell going for a real far plant all the way at the corner of the A site. He'll still have his op available to him. It is a 3v4 in favor of FaZe as they are looking to make this retake happen. Drone does have a run it back to work with. And that's one, but Zachary has his teammates back. Som did not check the corner, but The trade was certainly there. Wardell, though, he was there with the op. Now it just comes down to how this is going to play out. Def did locate Wardell. Wardell does tailwind out of there. Does Def get the shot, or is this going to be the end of the game? It is all down to Def here. He has been amazing thus far. Gets 1 kill, and it's only going to be the last remaining player here, the Cypher, hanging out in the back. All he has to do is hide, and that, folks, is the game. TSM pick up game 1, 13-9, and their run on Haven continues to be flawless.
We need to see some early entry frags. We need to see something big. Drone is going to get short-sighted here. Sam gets the opener at least onto Cutler, but Drone does go down, so Zachary's done at least his job. Hayes will at least pick up 1, can't get the second, but there's kills going flying everywhere right now. We're leaving just 1 member left of TSM. It's going to be Wardell against 3, so this could be the perfect start for FaZe. They just seem to be pistol gods at the moment. Try and take mid yourself. There's so many different angles you can be caught off by. You really need to have a coordinated push. But you don't need to do that as a defending team. You don't have to take control of middle. Even though it's tempting, you can back off, but it can leave you very vulnerable on certain sites. Orbital Strike will come down. Zachary gets the opener onto Subrosa. Hayes will at least get the trade. Hunter's Fury now comes out. Can he tag anyone with it? Can he get anything? It doesn't look like he is going to be able to find it. And now with the Scout, it's easy picking with the Marshall for Corey. But Jerome is there just to ruin the day.
Yeah, that is Drone's catchphrase. I like to ruin the day. And he succeeds in that one 9 times out of 10. Saw him on top of the scaffolding. Will be stuffed away by Drone, who gets himself 3 kills in that round.
To run it back onto the opposite site, onto B site, and he is going to find absolutely no one. They're going to be able to get comfortably onto that B site. Corey gets a pick on mid at least, and Sam is going to be the first point of defense, but he just can't take down the op of Wardle. Which means that Wardell here is going to have the op available. He's going to be able to just watch these doors comfortably. As long as they get into a decent post plant, this is definitely winnable here.
Yeah, indeed it is. Comes an orbital strike. Now in play. Push and the retake starting to come on forward, but it is Hayes who gets a headshot. Drone with 1. Drone right through the wood. Gets a second kill on Zachary. Now just leaving Marv on the site. Attackers win. Yes, they do. Just look at this. I mean, there's mid for free, right? But they're surrounded completely. They're surrounded completely, and Corey is inevitably going to run into these guys, and actually does find one out. Hits the tap, gets the second kill. Where's going to be the last player left alive? It's Subrosa, and Psalm waited for him coming out of his area that just is going to be on the A site. There goes the drone strike, or excuse me, the orbital strike. Doesn't really catch anyone, but it is going to just slow some things down. Marv, who has actually been a big difference maker for this team. We put a lot of focus on Corey because of the stature of player that he is, but in this series so far, I mean, Marv and Def have just been so instrumental in so many rounds for this team. This player too, Corey, Zachary, I'm actually been very impressed with him in this particular game. Didn't know what to expect from him on the Omen. And so far, it has certainly been good, and he got value out of it. Even when the threat of the orbital strike was coming down, Zachary gets the kill, ending the run. He had the comfort to be able to do that, and that is going to bring FaZe within 1 of TSM.
In the smoke, just there at mid, so they do need to be a little bit careful.
Def is going to go to the common spot, actually identifies 2 players that were going to be there. Marv met him with the snipe. Paranoia is going to be out. Marv gets 2 kills for his efforts inside of there, and then Subrosa challenges him right through the dark cover. Will yank away that op here. We'll look to put it to good use. They are going to be a 3v4 in favor of TSM. Here comes a Hunter's Fury from Psalm, and that was just an ambitious Hunter's Fury that got a big kill. And now 2v2. Zachary on top of Heaven. Wardell's gonna get the intel, finds one, maybe a second one too. Goodbye. And that is gonna be the way you close that bad boy out.
Shoot TSM and hope that they can just force themselves onto the site with the man advantage, but we'll see what happens as Hayes gets the opener.
Big start there for Hayes, as Subrosa also doesn't want to be left out of there. And then Marv, man, he's just been all over the kill feed time and time again. A critical playmaker for this team. Wardell, though, not to be outshined. He's going to snag that headshot there with the classic and will reap the benefits of the ghost. They are going to be on
Have
site.
retrieved the
That
spike.
spike down. Def is there, and Def actually was inside of the A site comfortably.
Benefit of going this way is it does mean he's able to pick up his utility, replace the traps, but his location will be revealed, so you can instantly see a TSM bombing it back through spawn. But at least Def is going to be able to get this bomb down and give himself a chance here. He's able to put one trap wire down, so he can at least not worry about one of those angles. Because they are holding hands, because the information has been gathered, he has to go huge here, but he can't do anything. Cutler looks like he was just running and shooting there, did not give a damn about any.
You just look at that. He drops back, and there you go. He's actually going to catch one, maybe a second one, but gets paranoid of his own there, and Zachary waited that one out and gets to trade. Huge benefit. Now, but there's still going to be two players located on site. Scratch at just one. It's Wardell, though. Is he going to be enough? He might actually be enough. Looking for a third one. Are you going to poke? He sees your gun. He knows you're right there. Goodbye. Oh, no, it's Wardell. That bit's picked by Marv, as a matter of fact. Oh, I made the assumption. Silly me.
Not sure
And the
they got
paranoia.
spotted.
Yeah, that was a little sneaky paranoia. So they obviously don't know that the paranoia was tagged, but they had an inclination. Wardell, though, with 2 on a classic, still getting tons of value for this team. Oh, no. A response in turn. It's actually going to prompt a lot of movement around the corner, and Marv can't get away in time. It's only going to be one player left, though. It's Hayes. He's got a sheriff. He is going to be tagged. 2 players remaining on the opposite side for FaZe Clan. Is they're going to try and eke away at this, or at least Hayes is going to try and eke away at this time, but there's nothing he could really do. The spike was in the hands of the opposing player, and the plant has gone through. That was Def that successfully managed to end that round. As Drone, he's called it out. He does get into a nice little spot there, and right in the cubby, and 2 headshots on a Corey and Zachary. Hunter's Fury is out. The mad dash is going to happen inside of the A site there. The first flash doesn't connect. The second flash, don't think so either. But it ain't going to be no thing, because all the way down to the site, the spike's down. Last player left alive. Potentially 3 players right on the opposite side, and Drone. 4 kills for Drone. Omen to give you the coverage, and it's just not really working out. Look at Wardell again. Wardell again. Someone's got to stop challenging this guy at some point. And TSM now are at match point here, Dan.
But if they were to get knocked into that lower bracket, they just have to try and learn and move on. But Drone gets the opening with the run it back. That's going to make things even more difficult for FaZe Clan here. All 4 of them at this point, when you've lost a man, you need to group up and you need to commit to a bomb site. You can't just be looking for picks, because TSM are not going to show.
Even at the start of that, Drone is known for using his run it back to get whatever information he can out of the enemy team. But then when he's also doing the run it back, and then also gets a kill, that stings just as much. And with no Sage, you can't change the balance of the round to get the res off. So you're just left playing a man down in this situation. And the confidence now, the confidence from Drone to push through the smoke, knowing that someone was going to be on the other side. And this is falling apart quickly here for FaZe Clan. The wagon looked good. It looked like they were going to just ride to the sunset, but the wheels fell off. And TSM, they are going to claim victory here over FaZe Clan. 13-7 on Ascent, 2-0 in the series. They'll be moving on, ladies and gentlemen, to that final. The winner final, I should say. Excuse me.
Yeah, the winner's final, where they'll face off against T1, which is what we all wanted. I think we all knew it could happen, but we all hoped it would as well. There's the statistics for you. Drone 21.